Thinking about getting into photography, filmmaking and YouTube? Here are a few tips and tricks that will help you start your journey. So let's get started. Hello friends, my name is Nitin. I'm a photographer and filmmaker. Before we get into the video, I would like to share my journey, my experience, how I started. I basically did not have enough money to buy a brand new camera. I went ahead, checked lots of YouTubes, checked lots of reviews, understood how people started. That's where I bought my used Nikon D600 and bunch of lenses and one flash. That is where I started my journey. Now to create my portfolio, I reached out to a bunch of friends, took their images, reached out to some of the wedding designers who were creating wedding dresses and wedding decors, asked them if I can create portraits which can help them to put it on their website and share with their clients. That's how I created my portfolio. Now back to the video. First of all, you have to be very passionate about the work that you're going to do. You are getting into photography, filmmaking and YouTube. You will have to show confidence in learning and understanding things. With a little bit of guidance and understanding, you'll be able to become a better photographer and filmmaker. Now, before you start or before you even buy your gear, go back and understand the basics. How are you going to learn the basics? Go on YouTube, do your research, check out the photographers, filmmakers, how they created their portfolio, what kind of gear they reviews, what are the settings they have used, understand what is a camera gear, how the settings work, in which scenario, what are you going to do, what kind of lighting they have used to take a particular photograph, how the image was made. All these understandings will help you to create a better image, a better film, a better YouTube channel. Once you have got a little bit of understanding how to create an image, create a film, a video, you'll be able to understand what kind of gear you want to buy. Now, if you have a photographer or filmmaker friend, go and reach out to them and ask them what kind of cameras do they use, what kind of lenses are they using, and understand what kind of niche you want to get into. Now, once you have a little bit of understanding of photography, filmmaking and video, you'll have to understand what kind of brand you want to get into. There is Nikon, Canon, Sony and various other brands. You have to decide what brand you want to get into. You'll also have to decide what kind of camera do you want to buy. Do you want to buy an APS-C camera? Do you want to buy a full frame camera? Before you buy a full frame or APS-C camera, you have to understand the basics of those cameras. You can start with an APS-C camera with bunch of lenses. You can even start with a full frame camera and bunch of lenses, but both the cameras work differently in different scenarios. So you have to go back and understand. The very most important thing comes down is the budget. What cameras you would be able to get into that budget, what kind of lenses you would be able to get into the budget. Once you decide what budget you have to buy a camera, that's where everything falls into. You'll have to then decide you have to go with APS-C, a full frame, mirrorless body or a DSLR. Now, as my title says, buy a used camera as a beginner. Why? Today we are living in a mirrorless technology world. Throughout last 4-5 years, the mirrorless technology has grown and the used cameras available in the market will really help you create a better image and a better video. If I would like to give you an example, I am shooting on a Nikon. I have a bunch of Nikon gears because I started with Nikon. If I want to buy a Nikon used camera, I'll go and buy a Nikon Z5 or a Z6, which will give me a 24 megapixel full frame image and it will also shoot a 4K video. That is more than enough for me as a beginner. I can buy a bunch of lenses which will help me to start my journey. So you also have to understand what are different mounts of lenses. In the mirrorless world, there are different mounts. In the DSLR world, there was a different mount. When you buy a mirrorless camera, you'll be able to use a small adapter like this to attach old lenses to your mirrorless camera. Now mind it, new lenses are good, but the old lenses are not bad as well. If you want to save some money and buy a good glass, you can buy old lenses and attach to your mirrorless camera with an adapter. That will help you save some money and have a better glass. The most important thing is the better the glass, the better the image quality and the better the video. Always remember, that is the thumb rule. The other important aspect of buying a used gear, you can also use third-party lenses on your mirrorless bodies. The other most important thing is if you're buying a mirrorless camera and you don't want to buy native lenses, you can also use the third-party lenses with an adapter, which I've just shown it to you. Tamron and Sigma are the two companies which are making third-party lenses for a number of years, which was for old mount. Sigma and Tamron are making for Sony native mounts, but not for Nikon and Canon. We have just got the news that they are going to make new lenses for Nikon and Canon, but we don't know when they are going to launch. So if you're buying a Nikon camera or a Canon camera, you can use their adapter, that is F to Z adapter and EF to RF adapter on Canon, and you can mount their old lenses onto the camera. Old Sigma and Tamron lenses were also launched for the old mounts. If you want to buy Tamron and Sigma lenses, that will also help you save money. Now once you begin your journey into photography, filmmaking and YouTube, you'll also have to understand that you'll have to have your social media presence as well. The more confident you are, if you're passionate about your work, you will grow and you will become a professional and you will become a better photographer and filmmaker. I hope this video will help you as a beginner photographer and filmmaker. Few things I would like to share is there will be additional costs whenever you start, that is making your website, getting new batteries, adding new memory cards. So all that will also add up to your cost. If there are any thoughts, please share it in the comments below. Please like and subscribe for my channel. I look forward to seeing you again. Till then, take care and goodbye.